Hello everyone, Gerard here with FXLiveDayTrading.com. I'm going to do a video here. This is about crude oil. I'm going to also cover the dollar CAD. I mean, I spend literally 10 to 12 hours every single day, doing charts. So I figured I'm doing the chart anyway, I might as well just do a video, kind of show you guys what I'm thinking over here. And I just put the microphone over here. I hope you can hear me a little bit better. But this is a 3-minute, and I'm going to get off the 3-minute of the dollar CAD. I mean, right now it's 9:08 p.m. here, Eastern Standard Time. And why don't we start with the hourly candles. Once again, the dollar versus the Canadian, and this is just a bear chart, hourly candles, to give you some sort of an idea. Yes, we are trending, and why don't we go ahead and draw. Now, just want to kind of show you guys some basic analysis here for those of you who are new. When you're, when you get up a bear chart like this, the first thing you want to do is you want to add a trend line. Alright, so right here they have horizontal trend lines, vertical trend line. You can just edit the chart in general. Okay, so in this case, I mean, I would say maybe do a a trend line to kind of show here, but it's your world, my friends. It's your world. Fix your chart how you feel comfortable with. Remember, this chart is your bread and butter. All right, this is your tool to make money. Okay, to become a successful trader, this is your tool. So make it however nice you want it to be. Hourly candles you could see. All I need to do is just do something like this to find some support and resistance levels. You can see the 132.16 clearly stands out for those day traders out there. Now before I mark it, maybe I'll just step up a little bit to a 4-hour chart and get an idea what is really showing there as far as supports, resistances. And over here, look at this. The 132 has basically been a brick wall for us today. Alright, we touched that, came back a little bit on this, and that's where we're just kind of consolidating here. A break over the 132, and I think that we have a good chance of coming down to these lows here, which would be 130.50. So why don't we go ahead? We want to draw a horizontal line here. Okay, I would do it at these lows here. That's our previous low. Okay, and now you have something to go by. It's not an exact area, it's more like a zone, but it'll give you some kind of an idea, some kind of a good possible support level that you can use for taking profit if you come down to this level here. Just keep that in mind. I sometimes look at weeklies. I know a lot of people do not look at weekly charts, but one of the reasons I just jumped to the weekly is I wanted to show you that that's the same area on the weekly. Okay, the 130.40 something area there shows up on the weekly, so it's a very solid area that we want to be careful with. If we're shorting, let's say we're short here, we come back down, it doesn't mean that we're going to just come back down tonight or tomorrow. Could take a little bit and then go down. Oh, excuse me, it's getting late here. Could consolidate, we could go back up. But typically this formation, in my opinion, is more bearish than it is bullish. So I'm looking at these upper time frames to just give me some sort of an indication of where my overhead resistance levels are and where my support levels are. This is simple, alright, and the idea is you want to keep looking for these wicks and, you know, see where they are turning around. For example, there's 2 wicks here. They seem to have made a reversal right around the 133.85 area. Okay, and look at this. So that then becomes our support, and that then becomes our resistance, thereby creating a nice trading zone that we can use for our strategies. Now, 130.43, 133.85. Right now, we're right around the midpoint there. I mean, we could just trade in this zone here until we make a break. Obviously, if we break here, then we may come down further, break here, and there's going to be probably a lot of stops to the upside that will get run. So I'm keeping it very simple today. Not going to add indicators. I'm just trying to give you an idea of this dollar CAD pair. Now, as many of you know, you know what? No, I'm not done. And because you just came in here, now I have to do it all over.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Daddy.
That's okay.
I didn't know you needed it.
That's okay, buddy. Alright, I'm not going to do it all over. I'm going to watch a movie with him. Don't know what movie, but I'll let him know that I didn't do it over. 9:15. I'm going to say that probably we'll start to see some volume come in probably around 7:30 with the Canadian, maybe 8:30. So this is pretty much a pair that if you do trade Euro session, don't trade the dollar Canadian. Now there's one exception. One exception. That is when we are trading our oil. Now if the oil makes a significant move overnight, regardless, that Canadian should move because there's such a strong correlation in the Canadian dollar with oil. You can just see this massive move down. And now, by the way, this is weekly candles. Why don't we go ahead and draw some weekly areas? All right, on this chart, I'm just going to do once again the same thing I did over there. Simple, simple, simple stuff. I'm going to place one right here. That's the 58 area, which is right around where we got that rejection last night. All right, I was watching this very close. 58. If we break the 58, I believe we're going to run stops, and we're going to have a pretty aggressive move to the upside, and we're probably going to come. Sorry about this yawning stuff, man. I'm going to have to get to bed earlier tonight. Just been staying up too late trying to figure these markets out. Bottom line is, if you have to stay up late to try to figure markets out, you should really think about maybe something is just not standing out. Maybe you should take a break. Maybe it's the time when you shouldn't be trading. And again, knowing when not to trade is just as important as knowing when to trade. Let me show you something else. This area is a lot of congestion down here. Just want to point this out because we got a ton of wicks just coming down, reversing. I mean, it's like you don't know which one to draw here, correct? So you may get confused. You may say, well, what do I do here? Well, try to find two wicks that mean something. All right, that may have been a turning point. So what I'll just do is maybe just, you know, map out some of the obvious here. You have the 56, 55 area. I would definitely use that wick there. All right, the 55, 75 area, give or take. And then, of course, last week's area, the low of last week, be watching that. Okay, if for some reason you were going to go ahead and, let's say, trade oil. All right, now, you remember what I said before about that 58 area right here? We came up, we touched that, we came right off of that last night. So remember what I said, if we do break this 58, that's when I think we're going to see some aggressive momentum to the upside on oil. Okay, and if we see a move high in oil, let's say a momentum trade, then we should see the CAD continue its downtrend. So again, I'm doing a bear chart here. I hope this helped to just give you an idea. Very simple. This is not rehearsed. I don't have time to edit video. Remember, I'm a trader first, and just trying to do some YouTube videos here just to help a community that we're establishing. And so unfortunately, I don't always put the time that many others do, and they may be full-time YouTubers, and then they may also do some trading. So I'm the opposite. I am a full-time trader, been doing it for a while. I want to share and give back to the community. I've been through a lot of stress trying to figure out what works for me. More importantly, a lot of stress dealing with my emotions in trading, how to handle them. You learn a lot about yourself over the years, and I do these videos so that I can help you so you don't have to go through every single lesson that many successful traders need to go through. In fact, many of them call it the tuition. Okay, that's part of the tuition in becoming a successful trader. In other words, whether it's blowing up an account, whether it's holding your losses for too long. But the bottom line is, these are sometimes inherent habits that we really need to work on, and there's a lot of methods that I can talk to you about to show you that have worked for me. Anyway, this is where we keep it at. I don't want to divert from the reason for the video. The reason for the video is supports, resistance, and an outlook, some sort of a gauge of where the dollar CAD may go. I'm a bit more bearish on the dollar CAD than I am bullish. And on crude oil, I am more bullish than I am bearish. But I would say definitely be careful, because the momentum on the on crude oil is subsiding here. And anything's possible. Remember, it's very news driven. Be careful out there, and everyone have a great trading week. I hope this helps you. I'll be making more videos this week because it seems to be slow as we wait for the China announcement. Are they or are they not going to complete this